Greetings to my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video will be seen and shared. Celine Driver once again coming to you with a unboxing and review of another one of my famous impulse buys. I was not aware of this watch until a week or so, 2 weeks ago. I was doing a live stream of a Florida Gators football game. I forgot which one. One of my fellow YouTubers and a good friend of me and the channel, her name is Jen. She goes by Friction Vixen on YouTube. I don't believe she actively creates videos, but she is active in the college football trash talking community that I belong to. She came into the live stream and she asked me a question while an ad was on about a watch that she was going to get for her husband TJ. And I said, well, what's the model number? And she gave me the model number, which was this model number, GD100GB-1CS. And I looked it up, and I thought the watch was pretty cool looking. And it was also on a Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale at literally 50% off. And I said, oh, yeah. Yeah, not only do I think you should get that for either yourself or TJ, but I'm buying one too. And after a little while, I bought it directly from Casio, and it came out of New Jersey. And after FedEx got done screwing around with it, it finally did show up. And it really is a nice watch, kind of a really nice grab and go watch, and it was brand new in the box. Came with the warranty card, comes with the module instruction using the 3263 module, and it comes in multiple languages, and the hang tag. You can see it's $120 US retail. I did not pay that. I think I paid about $65 all said and done. Comes in a very nice box, the black gold stripe box, which is kind of unusual, and comes in this very unusual black gold tin, which follows with the black and gold motif of the watch. And here it is, a very unusual looking G-Shock. Now, it didn't come on this bracelet. I'll get to that in a minute. It's gloss black finish. Not something you see all the time, with the really nice blingy gold, I don't know, superstructure? I don't know what you call that. All this bridge work and everything. Lights up. Well, no, that switches the time zone. Sorry. There you go. Light is up there. You can see it's a negative display, black display. I have it set to turn the light on if you raise your wrist up and turn it to the right angle. And unfortunately, of course, it's not going to behave itself. But we can push the button and you can see it has a very prominent display on it. And it has an interesting way of counting the seconds. This counts 10 seconds, and every time a 10 seconds finishes, another slice in that middle circle lights up, and these three on the end don't really do anything. Really an unusual looking watch face, and that was what really attracted it to me. It did originally come on this gloss black plasticky strap, and there's nothing wrong with it, with the gold double pin buckle and the black plastic keeper. Nothing wrong with it. It's just the minute I bought it, I knew I bought it knowing that it had this plasticky strap, but I also knew that my good friends J&K G-Shock bracelet adapters had a adapter for the GD100 lineup. Oh, by the way, there are the spring bars that go inside there. And so I knew that the adapters existed, which are these pieces right here in very nice aluminum, or aluminium for all you Europeans, and just simply holds on with a set of spring bars. That's the spring bar for the bracelet right there, and there's a spring bar in there. But yeah, it adapted quite nicely to give you a conventional 22 millimeter lug for a bracelet or a strap, or NATO if you prefer. Now, I've paired this with my current favorite mesh strap from Ichi, E-A-C-H-E, that I discovered a while ago on Amazon. And I mean, it's very simple, very inexpensive. I think they're about 15, 16, 17 bucks a piece. Very simple stamped steel, single lock clasp with twin push buttons. It works fine on all the watches I've installed it on. I think I've got them on over a dozen different watches in my collection. Not sponsored. J&K's didn't sponsor this. I bought this with my own money off of their eBay store. Ichi doesn't sponsor me. I bought this off of Amazon. I just like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. So I'll talk about it. They did provide a screwdriver in the J&K kit to unscrew this screw, which you don't have to do. After I unscrewed the screw, nothing happened. It's a spring bar in there that locks it in. And you can see on my 7¼ inch wrist. I mean, this is a big watch. I'll get to all the measurements and stuff in a second, but this is a good size watch. This is not something that somebody with a small wrist is going to be able to pull off. But even with the extension of the, I know my wrist hair is in the way. Even with the extended add-on of the J&K adapter, it still hugs my wrist very nicely. I'd say probably get away with this watch on down to about a 7-inch wrist. Maybe 6¾ inch wrist if you can pull it off. God bless you. But I think 7-inch wrist is probably about the lower limit on this watch. It is a big, big boy. But it looks fantastic on the wrist. And I love the display. Oh, I did that again. Yeah, it has different time zones, as you can see if you push that button. Time zone 3 is London, 4 is Paris, and 1 is New York City. That's the light. Okay, so you can see date is there, time. And of course, adjustment. This is not a tough solar. This is not a Bluetooth. This is a conventional battery, conventionally set using the buttons. Doesn't communicate with your iPhone or your Droid or anything like that, but really nice on the wrist. Makes a great grab and go watch, and definitely makes a statement. Not a watch that's going to be in any way subtle. Have my sheet of facts here, so I can tell you all about the G-Shock from Casio GD100GB-1 Charlie Sam CS. The base, the case, the bezel, the band, all resin. Well, not now, obviously, but now it's stainless steel. But the case is resin. The bezel is resin. The only thing stainless steel on the watch stock is the case back. which is your standard screw-on G-Shock, which you can unscrew very easily to get to the battery when it comes time to change it. At this price point, unfortunately, it is going to be mineral glass, so it is susceptible to scratches, but it's pretty deep in there, so maybe the inset being inset into the bezel like that, it might be protected. Standard 200 meter water resistance. Pretty much any G-Shock you pick up is a 200 meter unit. It has a standard G-Shock features. It has multiple alarms, can track multiple time zones, so it's a world time watch, perpetual calendar. It has a countdown timer, and it has a stopwatch. Standard G-Shock stuff out of the 3263 module. The manual may look intimidating, but most of that thickness is due to the fact that it has, look at all the different languages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 different languages. So, yeah. Let's see. Case measurements. Let's see. 17.4 millimeters thick from here to here. Obviously, the crystal's sunken in, but from here to here, 17.4 millimeter thick. I did not measure the lug to lug. Unfortunately, I apologize for that. 55, and Casio lists this as a 55 millimeter by 51.2 millimeter. Well, actually, that is lug to lug. One of those is lug to lug. So probably the 55 millimeter is the lug to lug. 51.2 millimeter is probably the case diameter. I probably should have measured that myself, shouldn't I? But, I mean, the case measurements can be variable. If you measure from here to here, it's different than from here to here. Big watch. Okay? Bottom line, it's a big watch. And now with these adapters, it has a 22 millimeter lug width. I think we can extrapolate from the fact that this is the former lug width that you can see holding the old strap up. That's the former lug width right there. I think by eyeballing it, we can extrapolate that the lug width is probably somewhere in the 26 millimeter range, because this is 22 right here. And that looks like another 2 millimeter step from here to there. And 2 on each side would be 4. 22 plus 4 is 26. So you need, if you're going to use, if you want to use a standard bracelet or a standard strap or a NATO strap of some kind, you definitely want to get on with J&K on their eBay store. Search GD100 and you'll find the right adapter. If I can find the link again from what I bought it on eBay, I'll put that link in the description. But hey, at $120, this is a hell of a bargain. It's a great looking G-Shock watch. It has all the G-Shock features. It's definitely different from most G-Shocks that you see out there. And at $120, it's a good value for money. But at $65, which is what I paid for it, actually $70 with shipping. So it would have been like $130 with shipping. So I paid $70 with shipping on sale. And maybe, I'm making this in the holidays. Maybe maybe that price will still be on when you finally see this video. It's great value for money at the list price, but at the price I got this, it's fantastic to wear. And even if I do a catch and release down the line, I'll still get my money back. But I like this watch too much to catch and release it. I really dig wearing it. So I'm happy with my purchase, and I thank my friend Friction Vixen for asking the question that got me the model number, that got me to take a look at it, and got me to buy one. And she bought one too. And I just heard today, as I'm making this video, that she got hers in the mail, and she loves it. So she's happy that I gave her good advice, and I'm happy that she turned me on to this watch. So thanks all around. And on that note, I'm going to wrap my video with my normal stuff. I hope you found this video to be entertaining, informative, and useful. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. That does help the channel, especially when it comes to the YouTube search algorithms. So more thumbs up I get, the better it is. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I do read them all. I do respond to them all. And I do still delete all comments that are trolling or nasty or have links to bad places on the internet. And I do block those commenters. I always get one in every video. If you're new to the channel, of course, welcome. I'm definitely glad you found the channel. I'm happy you're here. I hope that you spend time and watch many, many videos and enjoy yourself. All I ask is that you, at some point, click that red subscribe button at the bottom of the video window, and then click the bell icon next to it so that when I upload new content, you'll be informed. Or when I do live streams, which I do every Wednesday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and at other times during the week as time and opportunity avail themselves to me, you will be alerted to those live streams. You can stop on by. Meanwhile, as I always say at the end of my videos, it is a crazy old world out there. It's not getting any less crazy as time goes on. So I ask you to all, please be safe, be well, be careful. I'll see you soon.